Journalism is just as exciting today as it was when I began my career many years ago. It's taken me all over the world. I've lived in Jerusalem, Israel, Boston, Atlanta, and many other places. I'm Becka. I love shooting video, taking pictures, putting together audio recordings for radio and television, and writing stories for newspapers, and now the internet. Radio and television were the focus of journalism in past years, but now journalism has moved to the internet.
We're doing, you spoke there in two, and then...
Journalism involves telling stories of what's going on in the world. You can use photographs, video, and writing, and sometimes combinations of those things to put together a story. But the first thing you need to do is find out what's going on in the world. I have a lot of students come to me and say, what should I do a video over or a story for the newspaper? You also need to develop the ability to understand what people are interested in.
Ich habe mich zu der Zeit gefragt, wer hat das dann alles angerichtet, wenn alle nicht beteiligt waren?
That's why when you come to my room, the opening assignment involves reading news stories for up to 20 minutes. And there's a lot of different news sites like the Associated Press, AP, or CNN, Cable News Network, or Fox News, or the Houston Chronicle. I'll let you know when to stop reading and begin writing, but you've got to read for up to 20 minutes, sometimes a little bit longer if things are going on. It's not a social time, so don't merely sit and talk to your neighbor. You've got to be reading. Remember, don't begin writing until time is called. What you will write goes on the class blog site at newcaneynews.com. When I began taking education classes, a professor talked about the two types of students that I would come in contact with: producers and consumers. Producers are people that make an impact on the world. They produce things that the world needs, or information that the world needs. In journalism, they produce stories that change the world. Producers tend to be serious students because they have a desire to learn and apply the things that they learn. They normally make more money than consumers. Consumers like to consume. They like to sit back, avoid doing a lot, and usually make less money than producers. I once asked a student what she wanted to do with her life. She said she wanted to go home every day and play video games. Now that's not bad, and it can be fun, and I enjoyed that as well. She didn't plan on going to college and therefore didn't see any need to make good grades in high school and study. She said she planned on spending her life living in her parents' home. But that's not very realistic because sooner or later, we all must do something with our lives. Some students are consumers. Most will probably study enough to get through high school. But if you really want to do something with your life, study, get motivated, and produce things. In my classes, videos, audio recordings, photographs, and write stories. This is an invitation to all journalism students to study and produce in my classes. Perhaps people will remember the things you do 100 years from now.